Hello, everybody. Come on. Hello, everybody. To be talking about this little guy right here. He's sliding down my hoodie. Come on, get on up here. I am going to do educational on these guys here today. I did ball pythons, aka the king python, last week. Today, I'm going to try to do one on him and his stuff. I just got to make sure he doesn't slide down. He's having a little issue staying on my hoodie. So if y'all have not noticed, this guy here is a bearded dragon. There is numerous morphs on these animals. They are originated from Australia. And since 1960, they banned the export and import of these animals. So the ones that are here in Europe and the United States and anywhere outside of Australia better be glad and be lucky that they got one on this side. Because it is now a criminal offense to export these animals from Australia. And they're right, Drago. So, come on. Get him up here. He's trying to figure out what the fuck I am. Sorry, guys. He's kind of trying to figure out what the hell this is. That might be a little bit better for him. Dude, what? This is a bearded dragon. Bearded dragons are native to Australia, where they evolved in millions of years. They are from that. I'm going to chop this up, but I'm not from Australia, so I can't tell you the exact name of it. Arid or semi-arid region like desert, scrublands, and woodlands. Hello, welcome in. They belong to the genus Pogona, a group of reptiles adapted to extreme heat, limited water, and opy rocky environments. I'm okay. You okay? You gonna slide down my arm? Better be careful. I'm just waiting for him to take a shit on me. Their beards are spiky. Their beard, a spiky throat pouch. Like right here is very spiky. You better get a better grip, Mr. Slide a Lot. Better get a better grip. Don't you go sliding on the floor. Don't look at me with your head turned sideways. You hear me? What? Huh? What, Draco? He could be an ass. Exactly what I was talking about. That's all right. It'll come off. Here, let me take a look at you. I'm looking at you that way. Don't turn your head when I'm turning my head. Look at you. Oh, you'll be fine, won't you? Come on. I'll grab your toe again. Hmm? Okay, okay, okay. There. Better? Don't look at me in the back of my head either. Anyway, develop as a defensive mechanism. When threatened, they puff it out and darken it to appear larger than and more intimidating. He's not intimidating. Don't let him fool you. Hello. Will you quit sticking your mouth in my ear, please? How you doing? Welcome in. Scientific discovery. European scientists first formally described bearded dragons in the 1800s. Ain't nothing over there for you to be looking at. During a period when explorers were documenting Australia's unique wildlife. The central species, the Pogona, was described in 1926. This is another name for bearded dragons. The central species early classification was done by zoologists studies reptiles as a part of a border field of zoology. There's nothing over there for you, sir. Export ban in isolation. What's over there that you're looking at? For most of the modern history, Australia has strict wildlife protection laws. The exporting native animals, including bearded dragons, has been illegal since 1960s. This means all bearded dragons outside Australia today descends from a small number of animals exported from before the ban. What are you looking at over there? Huh? What are you looking at over there? I don't see nothing over there. There. Don't go leaping off me either. Huh. They're going to think he's food. Rise as a pet. The late 20th century, bearded dragons became popular pets in 1990s and the 2000s, especially in Europe and United States. What's over there is big enough to swallow you. Don't even look over there. Why they became popular. Calm and docile. Hey, I think you need to listen to this one. Okay, listen. I want you for your full attention, and I want you to listen to what I'm telling you. You're supposed to be calm. You're supposed to be docile to each other too. Tolerance of handling. You hear that, right? You're supposed to tolerate me handling you. Unique appearance. He's got a unique appearance. Does what he wants to do. Relatively simple care compared to other reptiles. Bullshit. Selected breeds lead to many colors, morphs, and patterns, such as, listen to this, citrus, bright yellow. I can't even say that word. I'm not going to even attempt to say that word. It's that long. It's beyond college. Anyway, it's got a lighter pigmentation. And that's what he is. The word that I can't say, and it's this long. Leatherback, reduced scales. The modern role, today's bearded dragons are, hey, you need to pay attention when I'm talking. Do you hear me? We're having a conversation here. Don't ignore me. What are the most popular pets, lizards, in the world? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Common reptiles research behavior. You're listening to this, right? Good, I'm glad you are. No, because he's going to turn his ass right back around. What'd I tell you? You going to listen to me? Here, let's move your butt this way, dude. There you go. Excuse me, sir. Listen to my words. A symbol of a beginner-friendly reptile ownership. They're also studied for their ability to regulate their own body temperature. Yes, how they regulate their body temperature is they will have their mouth open just like a dog, and they will pant. Body temperature, and even change sex. What do you want to be today, male or female? Extreme temperatures, which fascinates scientists, studies reptiles' genetics. Yes, they can change their sex depending on the temperature outside. Will you stop licking my hat, sir? I'm good. I'm glad you're getting close and personal. Fun historic facts. Guess he doesn't want me to read. Since you got your claw, your paw there, why don't you scratch my ear? Yeah, you heard me. I need your paw to scratch my ear, not your mouth to scratch my ear. Drago. 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 Can I finish reading? Oh, now you're going to turn around here and listen to me, right? Okay, now let's go where we left off at. Sound good to you? Want to know about your history? Okay. Fun historical facts. Despite being a desert animal, bearded dragons are excellent climbers and were often observed perched on a branch by early naturalists. This behavior helped scientists to understand their basking habits. Is that right? Scientists didn't discover you. I think they fucking cloned you, but there isn't a single. Oh God. Can I will you turn around here so I can have a conversation with you? I have to read chat. Can I read chat? Drago. Can I ask where you're going? All right, let me read chat. You see that bug flying around. Your tongue don't reach out of your mouth. I'm sorry, buddy. Your tongue only sticks out that far. Are you done? Okay. Climb away. Okay. There isn't a single exact first record case of a bearded dragon being kept as a pet, but we can trace it pretty close. Early captivity, 1800s to 1900s. After European scientists documented species like the Pogona in the 19th century, some were kept in zoos and private scientific collections. These weren't really pets in the modern sense, more than for study under zoologists. Okay, so you seen him. I think I'm gonna go put him back before he scares the piss out of me. And I'll be right back. Really. It's the same. I'll be back, guys. Okay. How about we bring somebody out while I'm talking about him? I haven't brought hers out, so I'll bring her out for a little bit. Hey, girl. Come on. Come on, get some freedom. Okay, girl. Okay, come here. Come on. Now, after European scientists documented species like the Pogona in the 19th century, some were kept in the zoos. Okay, I've already read all that. These aren't really pets in the modern science, or more study of zoology. Before the export ban, wildlife export ban in the 1960s, a small number of bearded dragons were exported overseas. According to kept by reptiles, this is likely the first time they were kept as a true pet, though still very rare. Girl, you got a little shit on your nose. Our first common pet, 1970s and 1990s. The real shift happened after the export ban. Breeding programs started outside Australia. Descended of the early export animals were bred in captivity. By the 1970s and 1980s, they began appearing in the exotic pet trade. Widespread popularity in 1990s. Onward, bearded dragons became a mainstream pet in the 1990s, especially in Europe and the United States. This is when they truly became one of the most common. Pet lizards. I know I'm talking about bearded dragons and I got a snake around my neck. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing, beautiful? What are you doing? Bottom line, first kept in captivity in 1800 scientific zoos. First kept as a pet rare in the mid 1900s. Before export ban, common household pets in 1990s. Onward. The shift from wild-caught bearded dragons to the friendly pets we know today is actually a fantastic mix of law, biology, and selective breeds. I don't know what she's doing. You gonna be like Draco? Huh? Step 1, wild-caught origins. Originally, all the bearded dragons came from the wild in Australia, especially the species Pogona. Before 1960s, reptile collectors captured them in the desert and scrublands. They were exported in small numbers. Survival rate were often low due to the stress and poor care knowledge. Reptile collectors captured these in a desert. Okay, I've already read that. At this stage, they were not domesticated at all. 2. Export ban changed everything. When Australia banned wildlife export in the 1960s, it completely cut off the supply of wild bearded dragons. This forced reptile keepers to start breeding a few dragons already overseas. Learn proper husbandry, light, heat, diet. Keep records of the breeding. This was the turning point. Captivity breeding begins in 1970 to 1980s. Breeders began successfully reproducing bearded dragons in captivity. Key changes. Hatchlings were born already used to humans. Health improvement dramatically. Knowledge about UV light and natural advance. Over time, these created generations of dragons that had never lived in the wild. Come on, Iris. Step 4. Selective breeding morphs. 1990s today. Once breeding became reliable, people started selecting for traits they liked similar to how dogs were bred. Believe it or not, dogs came from the wild at first as well. And then they started domesticating them. And that's how it became man's best friend. What are you doing? It looks like you're going to need a bath tomorrow. We'll go back in there. Go on. Come on, Mama. Go on in there. Boop, 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 boop. So that was Iris. Iris, when she was younger, you wouldn't stick your hand in her cage. Nope. I think I was the only one that was able to stick my hand in her cage without getting bit. But guys, I'm gonna continue picking this up next week. Next week or the week after. Depends if I can make it work or not. But with that being said, good night. Much love. Until next time, we're out.